Giants at Eagles. Now, the Giants pulled off a huge upset last week in Minnesota. Danny Dimes making some NFL history, but will that be enough to overthrow the Eagles, who have looked like they've got it all going on this season across the board? And just to let you know, everyone, if the Eagles do win, this will be the 25th time in NFL history that a team has swept a division opponent in the regular season and then faced them in the playoffs. So this one's got a lot of heat to it. What are you thinking, Nick?
Well, I can add to that stat a little bit later on here, Hannah. You may or may not know, but I am a contrarian handicapper. I think probably most likely most of the handicappers at Picks and Parlays are sort of contrarian at heart. And if you are, in fact, a contrarian handicapper, then this is a big time opportunity. And that's because almost 90% of the early money is on Danny Dimes and the G-men here to cover with the 7.5 point spread. So what's the deal with that? I mean, who knows for sure, but perhaps it's, the recency bias. Danny, he did look pretty good there against Minnesota and a mediocre defense last week. And I guess the reason that people are all over New York as well, they could be questioning the health of Jalen Hurts and how effective he'll be, after coming back from injury. Now, you mentioned Philadelphia did sweep the season series, and it won by a combined score of 70-38. I mean, the Giants defense is not that great either. In fact, Brian Daboll's team also owns the 4th worst pass block win rate. Philly's defense tops the league in pass rush win rate. Essentially, in every metric on both sides of the field and on special teams, Philadelphia has the advantage. But here's an interesting stat to add on to what you were saying there earlier. Since 1970, a total of 24 teams have gone 2-0 against a divisional opponent during the regular season and then faced them in the playoffs. And those 24 teams have gone 15-9 in the third game. So that's 62.5% of these teams have completed the 3-game sweep. Now, the Eagles, they did go 0-4 against the spread down the stretch, but they secured the number 1 spot. They did what they had to do. They got this extra week of time off here for Hurts to get onto the field of play. Daniel Jones, he's 0-1 in his career in Philadelphia. He was really great last weekend. He was almost perfect. He was almost too perfect, and I just don't see lightning striking twice here. And so I'm going contrarian here, obviously, but I'm going with Philadelphia and laying the 7.5.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. Don't underestimate the power of rest at this point in the season as well. So that could play a huge factor in this game, especially when you see a team over and over again. You want to make sure that when you're doing some new things or doing old things and trying to make them look new, that you're doing them at optimum efficiency here. So you like the Eagles at -7.5. I appreciate your time, Nick. Thank you for stopping by with me on Picks Parlays Power Hour. Everyone, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. We are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern.